Heard this a million times. You can say it's a cliche, but the only person stopping your dreams from happening is you. Let me repeat that one more time. The only person stopping your dreams from happening is you. Guys, let me tell y'all an interesting fact I learned the other day. One of my homeboys, he told me this. So a human has 5 seconds before he or 5 seconds. What he said? A human has 5 seconds to make a decision when he or she has an idea before it's gone. When my homeboy told me that, I was like, whoa. And that's so true. Let me repeat that one more time. A human has 5 seconds when he or she gets a decision before it's gone. Right there, guys, what I just said is the difference between the 1% of people out here living their dreams and the 99% of the average Joe. That's the difference. Because, like I said, a human has 5 seconds to make a decision when he or she has idea before it's gone. The difference right there between the 1% people living their dreams and the 99% of average Joes. Because guys, check this out. The 1%, when they get an idea, they execute. Right then, when they get an idea, they write it down. They get no paper. They writing notes. Do. This how I'm going to do. Do. This how I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. The 1%, they get an idea, they execute it. Bill Gates, he got an idea, executed. World's richest man. Steve Jobs, got an idea. Excuse me, guys. Got an idea, executed. Everybody owns his phone. Jeff Bezos, got an idea, executed. Everyone's on his website shopping. Me, Isaiah McCollum, got an idea, executed. I saw no one in my generation motivating and inspiring. Me, I saw no one in my generation carrying out God's word. So what I did, I executed. Difference between the 1% people living their dreams, 99% of people, average Joes. 99% of average Joes, when they get an idea, they procrastinate. And what procrastination leads to? Never happening. That's the difference between 1% people living their dreams, 99% average Joes. You versus you. And bro, and I was telling, also this is guy at my job, his name Paul, bro. If you're watching this, shout out to you, Paul. But we talk every day. And he told me one of these interesting facts the other day. He told me, because he watched the video and he sent me the video, but he explained the video to me. He said the brain makes our mind right here, the brain, it stops us from doing decisions and actions that's going to hurt us. Let me say that again. The brain, it stops us from making decisions or doing actions to hurt us. For example, when you put your hand on the burn, when you put your stove on max, you put your hand on the burner, what's your brain tell you to do? Get your hand from that burner. You're hurting yourself. When you get in the shower and you put the water on hot, what's your brain tell you to do? Get away, lower the water. You're hurting yourself. That's when it comes to your dreams and your idea. When you get it in your head, your brain tells you, stop. Don't do it. What happens if it doesn't work out? Stop. Don't do it. What happens if everything doesn't go as you planned it? Stop. Don't do it. What happens if it hurts you? That's what your brain do. That's when you have to find the willpower. That's when you have to dig deep and dig deep in your inner self and say, I will do it. I will do it. You versus you. The biggest battle ever you will fight is against yourself. Because your brain is going to stop you. Your brain is going to stop you because your brain doesn't want you to get hurt. Your brain doesn't want you to get hurt. Just like when you know how they say, the early bird get the worm. Just like when you set your alarm for 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go grind, to outwork everybody. What does your brain tell you? Go back to sleep. Be like the average Joe. And wake up at 9 o'clock. But that's when you have to dig deep, find that willpower to get up and to fight yourself. You versus you. The biggest battle you will ever fight. And it's not easy, bro. I'm not perfect, bro. I ain't perfect. Every day I'm trying to make videos, ideas. Every day I'm trying to get closer to my dreams. Every day I'm grinding. I used to wasn't a grinder. I had to dig deep. I had to fight myself. I had to say, Isaiah, get up. You could do this. Isaiah, get up. Make it happen. Isaiah, get up. Make your dreams a reality. I had to dig deep. I had to fight myself. It wasn't always like this. I wasn't always inspired like this. I wasn't always wanting to motivate. I didn't want to make my dreams a reality. I wanted to be an average Joe. I wanted to settle for less. But I had to dig deep. I had to tell my inner self, Isaiah, you're more than that. Isaiah, you're going to be greater than that. Isaiah, your dad could have had billions of other kids, but you were the one. You weren't the one to come on this earth to be an average Joe. I'm not average. You're not average. Dig deep. Fight your inner self, and we will make our dreams or realities to 2020. You versus you. The biggest competition, the biggest rival you ever fight is yourself. It's yourself. That's why the 1% is out there living their dream. Imagine if Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Apple man. Imagine if Steve Jobs didn't dig down and find himself. We wouldn't have Apple today. If he had listened to everybody else or listened to his mind say, Steve, what happened if it doesn't work? Steve, what happened if everything don't play out right? Steve Jobs, we wouldn't have Apple today. We wouldn't have an iPhone. iPhone wouldn't be out. We'd probably be using something else if he didn't dig down and fight his inner self. Dig down in his inner self and made it happen. You versus you. Like they said, before anybody else could believe it, you have to believe it. Before anybody else could believe in your dreams, you have to believe in your dream. If I didn't believe in my dream, if I didn't believe, man, yo, Isaiah, you can really do great things, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I wouldn't be making these videos to change my generation. I wouldn't be making these videos to spread God's word. I wouldn't be making these videos to encourage, motivate, inspire if I didn't dig deep. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I still got a long way to go. I'm still fighting my inner self. So we're going to make this happen. This 2020, you versus you. We're cutting off that weakness. We're cutting off all of that. And we're going to make it happen.